But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off, and a long lance of the Imperial flagship. Bernardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "Return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Bernardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Bernardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Bernardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell. He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it, but he knew what he would do. Bernardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Bernardo owed him and his mother so much. Bernardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Yes! I'm fine with that ending. I'm satisfied. Thank you to Matthew, Malik, Keisha, Keith, Maximilian, Emily, Jonathan, Atul, Yan, Mikhail, Jerome, Benjamin, Branko, Philip, Terry, Simon, Vincent, Ian, Renee, Yevis, Adrian, Alex, Nadim, Julian, Matthew, Jeremy, Benjamin, Dylan, Xavier, Clement, Clement, Beatrix, David, Benjamin, Lorraine, Julian, Raphael, Thomas, Alex, Gabriel, Zachary, Jessica, Roboto, Izart. Why is his name full of cap? Oh, it's because it's not a name. Sorry. Sophie, Elise, Tessie, Tanya, Michelle, Zoe, Logan, Wolverine, Alexander, Spencer, Balky, Jinjin, Mora, Mylan, Liam, Maylee, Luan, Jeremy, Chloe, Marianne, Papu, Vanya, Nicola, Lunia, Millard, Anessa, Rima, Alan, Thomas, Laura, Odile, Francis, Karen, Bruno, Pascal, Michael, Andrea, Samuel, Thompson, Albin, Pierre, Dao, Miriam again. Thank you very much. And Axel, apparently. Apparently there was an Axel instead of Alex somewhere along there. I'm sorry, but thank you for the game. It was very enjoyable. There's some parts, I wish there was some more parts I can skip. I think that was the biggest problem. I had to listen to certain things a bit too much. There wasn't really any kind of like boss battle in the game. It would have been nice to have like a boss at least at the end of the game. The last fight was technically harder because there were more mobs. It was more or less because there was exploding mobs in the last fight, and when you hop around between enemy to enemy, if you don't notice fast enough, they can blow up and really kill you. If I had magic resistance, it probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but I had physical resistance, just in case I got hit by normal people. And yeah, so there's still stuff I haven't found yet. Anything with Locke would tell me.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was
One last
time to choose.
Just to see if there
The
is a Locke.
rebellion was in trouble.
I mean,
Ravens
either
were
I got
scouting
the
for
ending
the secret
perfect the
rebel
first
base.
time, or there's
They needed a game
multiple
changer.
key
Pieces of the
endings.
Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renato knew that using it could go catastrophically
I chose
wrong.
what I felt
But he
going
was sure he could
through
figure out
the
how to
other
use it
24
safely.
endings was
Also,
the correct thing to
a
do.
temple had risen
Knowing
out
the
of empty
characters
desert.
and how
The
certain
Iblis
objects
stone
would
was
be
hidden
used.
there. It
I
was
felt
a
like that was
dangerous
a good
artifact.
ending.
It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course,
There's a key, but
Renato
there's
had
no
a pretty
star.
strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the
I
rebellion.
mean, there's no lock.
And he had a gut
deal
feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Either way, that's it. I got everything. "25 endings. Finally got one right. I'm just curious. What is the last ending have a name? No story, huh? That's too bad. I would like to know what kind of hero saves the day. But whatever. The fox who got mugged. Yep. Yep. It's been fun. Been a fun game. It was a good distraction from another game that will not be spoken of. And now Darren's rushing me off to go watch anime with him, so I'm gonna go get some food and end the stream. Thank you, the developers, and thank you anyone who stopped by and watched the stream.